I think it's very interesting on YouTube how a lot of people do not want to learn conjugations or tenses or anything with the conjugations or tenses. Opinion, you should learn all the tenses and conjugations. I don't know. I think not knowing any of it would be very confusing because you won't know how to speak the full language of Spanish or just like any language in general. So I have some things here if you're wondering how I memorize things, and I'm better now than I was about like 2 years ago. Yes, for Christmas I started doing this today. My mom got me this. It's a 201 Spanish phrases you should need to work on. It has things, greetings, does I'll show you. Everyday conversations, questions, feeling, emotions, weather, and activity, interests, as right here. That's what it's called. I got this today for Christmas, so I can't really grade it right now, but so far I got through 2 because I know most of the words. These are like very A1, A2 if you want to like be very specific and that, but I think it's very good for someone who wants to memorize words in Spanish and just phrases and basic things. XX, I got this for Christmas. It's a short story thing, Spanish. This is for beginners, volume 1. I've already finished the first chapter. It's very good so far. I managed to read and get about 70%, about 80 of the things. I did read it in English, like I translated it in English, but this is what it shows and says. Chapter 1's called The Plane, and it's very cool. This is what it is. It's actually by a popular author. He actually has a YouTube channel. Ollie Richards. That's what it's called. So, I think it's very cool. I give this like an 8 out of 9 out of 10 so far, even though I've only had it for like a few hours. But I recommend this very much. This one, I like this book very much. I've had this for about a year now. I got this last year, my junior year. I'm a senior now in high school, not in college. But it's very good. As you can tell and see in my other video, you saw me having this. I have a lot of notes. That's like that. I have a lot of things, written things. This is the year in the future tense. Some of my notes of the tenses. Oh, that's just like that's math in Spanish. And the nouns and the articles and the adjectives. These are the masculine singular nouns. These are the feminine nouns. If you can see, yeah. And you see me, I put the el, la, el to make sure it's masculine, feminine. It's a very good practice to learn. You can even erase these and do it again if you want to do it again, if you want to. I'm sorry, Barbara. She's probably like, she's never gonna see this video, but it's basically like this. It's called The Complete Spanish Step by One. This is the premium 2nd edition. I think I love this book in my opinion. I like this way of teaching by sitting down and reading a book. I bring this to school actually. Each one so you know what to get when you're buying this book. Nouns and articles and adjectives, that's chapter 1. Chapter 2 is stars, there, and subject pronouns. Chapter 3 is I, interrogative words, days and months. Chapter 4 is numbers, dates and time. Regular verbs, chapter 5. Irregular verbs, chapter 6. Chapter 7 is an era in the future. Chapter 8 is adjectives and adverbs. Chapter 9 is negatives and prepositions. Chapter 10 is indirect object pronouns. Chapter 11 is direct object pronouns. Chapter 12 is reflexive verbs. Chapter 13 is present subjunctive. Chapter 14 is preterite tense. Chapter 15 is imperfect tense. Chapter 16 is stare and star in the present tense. Chapter 17 is stare and star in the preterite and the perfect tenses. Chapter 18 is present progressive tense. Chapter 19 is the past progressive tenses. Chapter 20 is the present subjunctive. Chapter 21 is the commands. Chapter 22 is nouns, articles, adjectives, and pronouns. Chapter 3 is the present tense perfect, the present perfect tense. Chapter 24 is the past perfect tense. Future and conditional tenses, past and subjunctive and idioms. Chapter 25 is the future intense. Chapter 26 is the conditional tense. Chapter 27 is the present perfect subjunctive. Chapter 28 is perfect imperfect subjunctive. I'm speaking very fast. I'm so sorry. Chapter 29 is past perfect subjunctive, and chapter 30 is idioms. I hearted what I needed to work on, so I just did that. I could highlight, but I prefer just starring, as you can see. Everything else, everything that's like in here. Now you gotta like speak in perfect, of course, but there's actually audio recordings. You can download apps right here. And it says right here. Well, it's lottery in Spanish. Since 1887, the classic Mexican game, bingo game. As you can tell, it's Spanish, but Mexican Spanish. I'm learning Spanish, but it's okay. It's the same thing. Kind of the same thing. Spanish, okay? Of course, if you know how to play bingo, it's just in Spanish. So, I know how to play bingo, of course. If you are just learning Spanish, it's good to memorize things and words. Diagonal, vertical, And then you can play corners, squares, and pool. Bingo. Here are the coins. Here are the cards, and you just call out in the Spanish word what that is. And probably like, I'm gonna show you what mats are. These are what they are. Mexican flag, we got some beers, we got some things in the Mexican culture. And then you got some shrimp and watermelon and a heart. Now, I know some of these in Spanish, but not all. And it's good to know and to play these so you can memorize and stuff. You got a boot, you got a star, more Mexican flag, because this is a Mexican game, not Spain. It is in North America, but it's okay. You got a tree, you got, I think, I was gonna say a native person, a woman in the water in a boat, little boat, a little pottery, a red moon, sun, oh, a sun. And you got a scorpion. I don't know if I said that already. You can really help. I think my mom got this on Amazon. Again, I don't know where she got this from. I would have to ask her. So in the next video, you guys are very interested in knowing where I got this. But it's this. You can find it online. That's lottery in Spanish. That's the only reason why I know that, because I learned that last year. Not like watermelon. I do like, is that a peach? Yeah, that's a pear, not a peach, a pear. I don't know why it's green. Pears are usually yellow. These are all the things in Spanish that I have, that I use to help me learn. I'm gonna be using this and this, not as much as the game, but this really helps. I would regularly get this and probably this really to set you off. I like doing the conjugation charts. Now, if you don't like doing that, that's fine. But it's good to know all the tenses and stuff. I hope you guys have a good day. Merry Christmas again. Happy holidays forever. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy to all who don't celebrate Christmas and to all who do celebrate Christmas. Until next time, this is American Learning Spanish, and I'll see you next video.